succeed.
Weeks to this is
Yeah, I forgot. Well, we did so many videos the last 2 weeks before.
well we're gonna do I'll tell you about it later. We're gonna do 2 more next week.
So good for your life, pine needles.
Hello my happy quilters. Oh my gosh, we missed them last week, didn't we?
We did.
Kind of missed doing that. Joy and I were here, but the technology now has gotten so advanced. Susie and the 2 kiddos, Mason and I shouldn't call them kiddos,
And Carly.
Mason and Carly were in Chicago for Bernina training all week. So we're glad to have them back, and they have some fun ideas for all of us.
They do.
We won't.
Stay tuned.
Absolutely. So,
They're joining us on the Marcia and Joy Show.
that's right.
Because we got off track because we took
know.
a week off.
Thank you for joining us here live at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. My name is Marcia, and this is Joy. And we try to do this just about every week. Sometimes different things get in the way, but we'd love you, and we're glad that you're here to kick off the second half of your week right here with us at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays.
Yes.
And if they like, comment, and share, what happens?
We give away 2 gift certificates. Gosh, I can't speak.
I know,
Marcia.
we're both kind of like...
We give away 2 gift certificates every week to our shop, and they are from the comment area. If you're watching this afterwards, no worries, because we draw at the very last minute before our weekly email goes out, and then we have one $10 certificate for a trivia winner each week, and that is such a fun thing each week, and it's at the end of our show, so stay tuned.
Absolutely. And then also, we're going to feature a few fun products here today and maybe some classes, or I can't remember what's on the agenda for today. But if you would like to shop, there is a page that I think Carly just had it up. That's until we do the next one, so you can shop at your convenience. The products will also be dropped in the comments
As we
so
go
you can
along.
shop as you go along as well. So, okay, so joke time.
I'm so ready.
I know, because next week it's Snow Fallen,
Oh, yeah.
April Fool's.
I know. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I'm glad, though. I'm ready for spring.
Right?
really
Because when
am.
March is over, we're done with snow, right?
That's right.
Okay,
That's
I'm
right.
ready.
Um,
I love it when you chuckle before
why
you...
was the donkey annoying his friend?
Why was the donkey annoying his friend, Marcia?
Because it was April Mule's Day.
Oh, my goodness. April Mule's Day. I wonder what that looked like.
And why did the computer go to therapy on April Fool's Day?
Why did the computer go to therapy on April Fool's Day?
Because...
Oh, that's funny.
I'm really ruining it. Okay, because it had too many bugs messing with its head. Okay, I'm just a little off kilter today.
I get that
More
one. I'm
than
gonna try to
normal.
remem-
More than normal.
I'm going to try to remember to tell Todd that one.
Okay, so let's move on to something a little bit easier.
All right, we have some new fabrics in the
do.
store.
And these, look at this fun tie.
I know.
On the back quarters.
It's great.
So these
Marsha,
are,
they sewed this.
I know.
Like, who at Moda sewed this? Like, for real? This is
did.
worth collecting right here.
I know. We love stuff like this.
I know it will, right?
So these are beautiful Echo batiks from Moda, and they are just yummy, bright, sunshiny.
Right?
I love it. So let's take a quick look at them down here.
We got the all-around one, right?
Yeah, that's right. Some concentric circles, and this is just, it's
I think it's just a blush.
it's
light
just
blush
kind of a,
background blender.
yes, a background blender. Well, it's like this next one, only light. So these circles are really
Look at
quite
how
fun.
they coordinate. Wouldn't that be fun to have an
circles and-
alternating
oh my
star?
gosh, I didn't even know this.
Well, we didn't open it. We just got them.
So we've got a, the circle dot thing, and then it's got a coordinating background piece.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
We got these in and we went, okay, we're showing them this week, and then we didn't look at them till now again.
These are amazing.
Look at that beautiful yellow. Oh my goodness, that's so.
And look at this.
Oh, that's a good color.
It really is pretty.
I might need to make me a top or something out of that green.
Well, there's another green.
I know, but the lime green is really something.
I know. This is really fun. Anyways, and then the blue. We have the blue.
Mm-hmm. That's rich.
It is. Oh, this is very lovely.
Oh, wow.
Deep midnight blue. Look at that.
Yes, and then look at this one with all of the colors. That's great.
And then, well, this goes both ways. So this is the coordinated for both of these.
That is fantastic. Okay, so we have those on bolts
Love
and
these
fat
so
quarter
much.
packs. And then we have the 2.5-inch strip also tied with that adorable ribbon.
Yeah, that's sewn.
Yes, that's sewn.
We have the charm packs.
And the layer cake.
There must not have been mini charms in this one.
Well,
I don't think there were.
oh, mini charms, no.
Yep. Everything else.
Well,
but
there weren't out anyway on our shelf when we went and grabbed them all. So those are fun, fresh new boutiques.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
here, you need your sheet.
Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh my gosh, the quilt behind me. Love this. This is Rosie Quilt, and we've got a beautiful kit for it. This is fat quarters, I think, and some background in there. These are 6-inch finished blocks, and of course you've got the solid block with the, what is the name of that block that looks like a wheel?
I want to say it's called Rolling Stone.
Is it? It's rolling something, but this was fun one to make. It's like you're making 72 of the blocks, but it's kind of like one of those no-brainer sewing. Once you get going, you just push them through. And I'm keeping this one. This one's actually mine. I put flannel, pretty blue flannel on the back. But it's always going to remind me because while I was making this in my sewing room, I had a Little House on the Prairie marathon.
Wow.
So I think every time I look at this, I'm going to remember, I sew at the same time. I don't really watch it unless it's something really important.
I think also for the next 5 years, you'll be picking the triangle schnibbles out of the bottom of your car because I know you trimmed them on your way back and forth to work.
I did. So
So
very
the
fun.
pattern is the Thimble Blossoms, and it's called Rosie, as Marcia said, and the kit is 76 by 76.
And what was the name of this fabric again? It's Thimbleberries. It's hers. It's Camille. Thimble Blossoms. This is her pattern.
Cottage Blossoms. You always ask me that, and I
can't
you
remember.
think
It's
I could
really neat.
remember?
It's a really, really fun
I
quilt.
want to say it's Cottage.
You're going to want to make
Midnight
that one.
Cottage. I'm sure Carly will find it and put it in the
Yeah,
comments at some point.
it's
She's like
fun.
nodding her head.
But like this one is, even though it is a little bit piecey, I will say that, but it was really easy to make.
Right. And it's sweet. All right, I'm going to get out. Oh,
Okay.
You know what? I think we forgot to get the ladder, Marcia.
Happy Easter kit. Oh, we did. Shoot.
Okay, well, this is one of our banners, and it's adorable. It has the great big chocolate Easter bunny, basically, in the middle. It's
Yep.
one of our door banner kits, and it's just so sweet.
Happy Easter.
And
So Easter's late this year.
We have it hanging up high in our store. We just forgot to grab it down.
It's okay. We can show them this picture, too, of the bigger picture.
Wait a minute. This one's got speckles in it. Not all of the boxes have
No, they
fun,
don't.
pretty stuff inside.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all nice inside,
these
but not with
boxes aren't,
speckles.
that's got the kind of the embossed Riley Blake on here. But these are like magnetic closure boxes, and they're so nice to repurpose as well.
Right.
So that's the Easter hoppity hop, whatever it's called.
Happy Easter, yes.
Happy Easter kit. And then we got a really cute, soft bunny book. And it's a panel.
So let me
Isn't
hold up
this
the
cute?
panel, and then maybe we need a close-up. So the panel's like this.
So it makes this little stuff, and here it has a label that you can say it's presented to somebody. So they come like this. And then, of course, it's got the little, you could put one of them little squeaky things in here. I thought at first she did. And maybe we did, but it isn't working anymore.
I think we didn't, because if it's a church book, you wouldn't want your
Right.
in the pew
squeakiness.
Easter morning going squeak, squeak. But honestly, with all the young persons in church on Easter morning, nobody would notice.
Yep, these little carrots come
Except
out.
maybe
You can put them over in here.
retired pastor brother, he maybe noticed.
Anyways, this is a fun little thing, and it's on sale. The panel is on sale. The instructions are included. See, it's got this.
Okay, it's only $6.99, folks.
Whoa!
So you need one or more of these in your life for your grandkids.
Yes.
Or children.
Yes.
Or
Very fun.
neighbors' children, or whomever.
Okay, my sister Cheryl, as some of you know, she is going to be teaching a class here, and it's called thread painting. And this is her sample. And this is where you're kind of using a bare needle, I believe. So you're going to come to this class, and I think you get your background fabric, and then you're going to work on certain parts that will be, the fusible will be already put on the back, and then you press them on there where you want. And then she's going to show you how to do thread painting. So all of this, like she left this little
very
bird
textured.
off. So this isn't embroidery. It's all done with thread. So she's going to teach you how to do that. She has taken a ton of classes across the United States from different kinds of teachers that do this kind of thing. I would not, this is not me, but this little small piecing back here is not her, but we are
Right.
sisters. But
Well,
it is really cool.
You each have your own creative venues,
do.
and isn't that fantastic?
Yep, absolutely. So that
You
is.
don't want to miss this. There's just a couple spots left in
And did you
Cheryl's
show the
class.
book?
I did. I was holding
Okay.
it up while you were talking
Very
about
good.
the
So
thing.
I think the book comes with and a
Right.
kit and some thread and stuff like that. So that's coming up next month, I think. So
Yes.
Simply Charming Club. Oh my gosh, this has been so popular.
All right. I think we showed this fabric maybe last week. So
Or
it's
the
a
week before, or wherever.
But recently, so this is just really fun, bright fabrics, and our charming kits come in a beautiful little zipper pouch. The pattern is in here. Of course, it's got the charm square. It has what you need to make the front of this beautiful little piece, and it's just a great thing. And every month we have a different featured charm square, and it's a little collection of goodies.
Right. So this is month number 4.
It is month number.
4. We're not doing January.
It
February.
says Honeycomb
Well,
Charming Club Kit.
We already lost the
Because
1, 2,
we
3,
already
4, yes.
lost track.
Well, and you know, they sell out so fast, it's like then the next one comes. But this is just darling.
It
And
is.
these patterns are by me and my sister. So
It would be great
very
on
fun.
your wall or your table
Any
or
place. Yeah.
little dolly bed.
Yeah.
All right.
Love that one. Oh, the embroidery press cloth. You tell them why, if you are a machine embroiderer, why you need this one, and then I'm going to tell you a secret.
You're going to tell a secret. All right, so this is a must-have. So anytime you do any sort of embroidery or dimensional art, it is a super thick pad, and you lay it out on your ironing board, and you put your piece face down, so when you press from the back side, it cushions your dimensional artwork.
Embroidery. Mhm.
And it just makes it really pristine and crisp looking, and it's just gorgeous. And it is a nice reusable press cloth. It can be washed. I wouldn't put it in the dryer, but it's nice and thick and bouncy.
It is thick, and it is like, it almost feels like heavy wool, doesn't it? Almost.
It
But
does.
it's not. But anyways, I got to tell you a funny story about this here.
She's tattling on me.
So Joy had this in her sewing room, and she was making a small little table topper or something, and she grabbed this and like, oh, this is almost the perfect size, not thinking that it was her press cloth.
And I couldn't
And it was like,
find
and it's a lot heavier than batting. It really
I
is.
know, but it's so
it made it
nice.
such a nice, crisp table runner for her. And then went, I don't know, how did you figure out that you used it?
Well, because I looked all over for my pressing cloth and I couldn't find it because, you know, I've taught embroidery classes here at the shop and I just couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden I had the aha moment that I'd used it in my table topper. And, you know, so our pro tip is when you buy one of these or two, make sure you do a little stitching or marking in the corner to indicate that it's your press cloth. If you really think you're going to put it back in this bag, you're not. I'm just going to say use the bag for some other purpose. But it is gorgeous stuff. It is not quilt batting. It is different, but
No,
it's
it isn't.
magical. But we had embroidery class on Monday. Marcia and I was saying, you need one of this. And then I told the story, and Marcia hadn't heard it.
I
but-
decided I had to tell it. So
So it is the perfect embroidery press cloth. It also makes fantastic batting, but I wouldn't recommend it for that purpose. But it is washable.
a little expensive for that little bitty.
It is, but you know,
For batting. I mean, for batting, to use for
right
batting.
to use as batting. But you know, it's only $6.99.
Yeah,
so it
it's
is
great.
the cheapest piece of equipment you could add in your
For your
sewing room.
embroidery, and it really works well.
And I loved it before I had my Laura Star system. I used to starch and press all of my little pieces, and I don't have to anymore because I have a Laura Star. But I always use that pressing mat because I could wash it, and then my ironing surface would stay longer, nice longer.
So the end of next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it's our annual one-stop shop hop.
I know, I can't wait.
Excited about that. We're gonna have a email on Saturday, and then we're gonna have a bigger one on the evening, I think, of March 31st, to tell about
That'd
all
be
the new
Monday.
things all of the new things that we have coming out. Not totally sure about that, but I think I'm going to. But anyways, if you come in, everybody's going to get with a $15 purchase. Everybody gets a mini charm, a Moda mini charm. We are featuring the fabrics by Amaryllis Henderson, who is a new designer for Moda fabrics, and she lives right here in Rochester. And she is actually a watercolor artist by trade.
And she missed you yesterday, but she was in
didn't
here
get to
yesterday
see
doing a little
her.
filming. Oh, you did?
No, I didn't get to see
Oh,
her.
she came in late afternoon yesterday and was doing a little filming in our
Really?
shop. So watch her post. Be sure you follow her on Instagram.
Yep. So, anyways, then with another purchase, I forget how much the amount is, but you're going to get this fantastic kit to make this. These are both her lines of fabric, two different lines. I know they're really similar. That's how she is. Bright and beautiful.
Right.
And you're going to get this exclusive pattern that you can't get anywhere else, and it's exclusive for our one-stop shop hop from our good friend
Doug Lico.
Yes. So very excited about that. These kits include the charm pack, and you don't use all the charms, but you get a full charm pack and the background fabric and the backing fabric and the binding fabric.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a complete kit. Our appreciation gift to you. We're also going to be celebrating in the month of April 13 years here in Rochester, I think.
Right, and you've been doing this for
20 years for Susie and I owning the store. And actually, I think 25 years of pine needles.
Right. I was going to say, I think you're more than 20.
Yeah, right. Anyways, fun.
And April 1st also brings the All Minnesota Shop Hop. And this is a fantastic booklet that you will want to pick up. Inside, you have all of the stores that are participating. There is your passport inside. And on top of all that, Marcia,
A lot of patterns.
there are patterns, and of course, the very familiar pine needles is right inside. So
Right.
I hope all of you come and see us during this hop. It's 2 months. Watch the each of the stores' individual hours because they do vary across the state.
Mm-hmm.
And if in doubt, call ahead to make sure your favorite shop that you plan to stop in
Right.
that day
and I'll
is
just
open.
tell our customers and those of you out there that we're going to be open our regular hours. We're not going to be open on Sundays. So just
Right.
so you know.
So this kit was Rosie. And then what do we have behind here, Marcia?
Our kit for that beautiful all Minnesota shop hop fabric.
And then we got a couple other things too. I just realized. underneath.
Absolutely. I'll hold this up while you get the rest of them. These fabrics are exclusive to the All Minnesota Shop Hop, and they are from Island Boutiques, and they have outdone themselves this time. Really, really pretty. Anyways, this kit is called Hashtag. This is a Cluck Cluck Sew pattern. It includes everything you need in here, and I believe it includes in it for the binding as well.
And you can actually order and purchase these fabrics now, but you can't have them until April 1st.
Which is Tuesday.
Tuesday next
Yep,
week.
next Tuesday. Okay, so we have some other fun things that we made. This lickety split, really fun and fast table runner.
Fast to finish table runner.
Fast to
And
finish.
The pattern and fabric is in here. And this is really very nice.
Yeah, it is. Lois did that. She did a nice job.
Wait, do I have the right color? Yeah, I
Yep,
do.
you did.
Okay, because then we have the
The
next
light blue.
one.
Now these two are by Doug Lico, and this is a new table runner pattern of his, and it's called, what's it called?
Center stage.
Center Stage.
So-
So this is our
oops.
dark blue option.
I got to get the right color.
There you go.
And
then I'll just have you hold up, and I'm just going to put this like this. Then we also have the light blue or that's more turquoisey, isn't
And
it?
this one is called number 2, and you have number 1.
Okay.
But yeah, so 2 different colorways. And what's neat about these batiks is they have very subtly little Minnesota winter scenes in them.
Yep.
Not in your face like bright and garish, but just nice subtle little nod to Minnesota's winter sports.
Beautiful batiks from Island Batik. So that's exciting.
And
let you
those
take all of
kits
this.
you can pre-order now as well. And you can pick them up when you stop in, or we can of course
We
ship
will,
them.
if you want them shipped, then they ship on April 1st.
Yep.
That was exciting. Okay. Hashtag kit. We did that. Okay. Oh, shoot. I meant to bring, we'll talk about that next time. I meant to bring Amy's quilting on the Cumatic samples in here. We'll do that next time.
Right. Just know if you are a Bernina Cumatic owner out there that we have an amazing 3-day workshop you're not going to want to miss. It is the Beyond the Edge to Edge class. It's how to set up and custom quilt your quilt. And even though we did not bring the sample in,
Because I forgot.
it's okay. It's on our website, Marcia. You
Yep.
can go check it out there. It is 3 days of Cumatic learning, and Amy is a fantastic instructor, and honestly, you don't want to miss this opportunity to
Right.
dive deeper into your Cumatic system.
And pretty much everybody gets their own long arm to use. Everything's furnished. The quilt sandwich, the thread,
Yep.
everything,
And lunch.
and lunch. And they go home with their quilt sandwich, right?
Correct.
So, yeah, if you have long arm or even, well, you have to have some knowledge of Cumatic. You would have to have taken your mastery classes on that. But if you have Cumatic and want to dive a little bit deeper, she's going to go around corners and all
Fit
sorts of things.
into maybe not so square squares. Also, we're going to including some modern straight line technique. Straight line quilting techniques.
Yes.
Say it slower, Joy.
There we go. All right. Then this afternoon, the Quilt Along video number 3 will be posted on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
So you'll want to make sure and check that out. So if you haven't started, you can start. They're all posted there.
Right.
Joy and I are doing a quilt along with 6-inch finished blocks and a wonderful block book, and all the information
And
is.
Marcia is really overachiever. She's making a bonus project each time, and and they're just fantastic,
It's just fun what you can do just in a short amount of time too.
right?
Absolutely. Okay, well, Carly, I think it's time for trivia.
So for those trivia, the first one to get the answer to us gets a $10 certificate. So Marcia, without further ado, what's our trivia for this week?
So long, very thin straight pins that leave virtually no holes in the fabric when removed are called what?
Some of our favorite.
Absolutely. And this would be not only in the cottons, but in fine fabrics as well.
Yep.
So while we're waiting for that, why don't we show our auction quilt behind?
I almost pulled. Oh my goodness, this one's gorgeous.
Star bright and beautiful. So this is the auction quilt, and you will find it posted right here tomorrow morning, and you can bid on the Facebook page. Oh my gosh, look at the beautiful backing.
And the coordinating backing, yes.
Absolutely. And you can bid, and the bidding ends Saturday at 1 o'clock. So that would be fun for just about anybody.
Absolutely, it's pretty.
So thank you so much for watching to the very end of this. We don't have a winner yet, but we do have a word for you.
Oh, we
and
got a winner
Oh,
coming.
we do have a winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What do we got, Mason? Becky Tom.
You know what? She's won before. You are a smart girl. Yay, Becky. All right, so she is the winner of a $10 gift certificate.
And our answer is, Marcia.
Oh, silk pins.
And we love them. And here at our
Yes.
store, we use them in all of our bolts of fabric to minimize the hole we make when we pin them back up and put them back on our shelves.
Right, absolutely. So silk pins is the answer of that one. So anyways, if you like, comment, and share. Actually, this is a comment. This is a comment winner because you watched to the very end of this. Every week we give away a charm pack. So this week's charm pack is It's Never Too Early for Christmas. Whoop. So a fun Christmas charm pack from Riley Blake. So if you are interested in being in a drawing to win this charm pack, you need to comment in the post the word fool.
Right?
All right. So You either need to pick this up in the store or pay for the shipping. Otherwise, please don't comment and you won't be in for the drawing.
Right.
Okay, so I think that's about it for today.
It is.
It's been fun visiting with you today here at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. And remember what I said, if the creeks don't rise,
And we still can't remember it. We're going to have to put it on the back of our
going to have
board
to.
behind.
We will be here next week.
We will. We'll put it on the back of Carly's chair. Then we'll remember.
So thank you so much for joining us. And until next week, we will keep you in stitches. Bye-bye, everybody.